If you aren't already aware, Unreal Engine 5 has come out and it is, as the name expected, unreal. Now the quality of Unreal Engine is far better than what you'd expect from any other rendering engine, and that's what makes this video today so special. What's going on, guys? My name is David Tomic and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going through Unreal Engine 5, comparing it to Twinmotion and giving you my first impressions on the software. Now, by absolutely no means am I an expert in Unreal Engine 5. I've spent all weekend just trying to figure it out, trying to get the best quality information to be able to actually compare these two softwares and understand if it's worth investing a serious amount of time into learning Unreal Engine 5. So that's exactly what we're going to be breaking down today, step by step, for the fundamental areas of architectural visualization that you might be considering important to you before you decide on a key software to commit to. Now, both of these images before you are either from Twinmotion or Unreal Engine 5. Both have been curated in a very similar style, very similar manner. One took about an hour to create, one took the entire weekend to get something resembling something half decent. Now, there is a vast difference in quality between these two images, and if you look closely, you will see that straight away. And that's exactly why we're talking about Unreal Engine 5, because it's that next step up from Twinmotion into architectural photorealism rendering. But let's take a step back. Unreal Engine 5 is a very easy to install software, so is Twinmotion. You just download the Unreal Engine downloader and you click download. The difference is Unreal Engine takes almost a day to download because it is massive, and by the time you add all the plugins that you're looking to actually get, it takes even longer. Whereas Twinmotion takes about an hour to download, about an hour to install, so 2 hours completely done and dusted, you're up and ready to go. Not to mention, when you open Unreal Engine 5, it takes a solid couple of minutes just to boot up. So even with a high-end PC like the one behind me, it still takes a serious amount of power to actually boot. Whilst Twinmotion is pretty simple, it's pretty lightweight and can load relatively quickly. The new interface of Unreal Engine 5 makes it so much cleaner, so much more enjoyable to use than Unreal Engine 4. I remember comparing Unreal Engine 4 a long time ago, and it was just so cluttered, so messy, and so much information that was completely overwhelming to anybody looking to start in Unreal Engine. Whereas now Unreal Engine 5 is so much cleaner. However, having said that, there is still an abundance of information and settings that you can change and manipulate exactly how you want. Now, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? I don't know. Maybe for a game developer, it is phenomenal. But for somebody looking to just do architectural visualization, it is incredibly overcomplicated for almost no reason, at least in my opinion. Something as simple as changing the scale on a material took me an enormous amount of time to actually understand and be able to manipulate in Unreal Engine 5. What should be as simple as it is in Twinmotion, literally just dragging a slider up and down, actually ended up in a rabbit hole on YouTube trying to figure out how to actually code this into the back end to be able to scale a specific material. So Unreal Engine 5 definitely has a significantly larger learning curve than I would have expected, and a significantly larger learning curve than Twinmotion. So as we stand in the beginning, Unreal Engine 5 takes so long to download and it takes so long to learn, whereas Twinmotion is a quick and easy to understand program and install in the blink of an eye. Nonetheless, there is a vast difference between these two softwares. Like I said at the start, the two images I showed you are miles apart in quality. Twinmotion can export some relatively decent images, especially if you put some time and effort into it. However, Unreal Engine can export unreal images even without any effort. So a novice like me was able to export that image that I've showed you on the screen, and it was significantly higher quality than anything I've ever exported out of Twinmotion. Not only was I able to export a raw file to be able to give me significant dynamic range abilities and manipulations in Lightroom, I was also able to control a full cinematic camera. Now, to this day, you don't have that ability in Twinmotion. It might make an appearance in the future, but for the time being, all you can export is your basic JPEGs and PNG files. When you're looking at architectural visualization, the dynamic range and the quality of the images is actually what makes the difference. Now, you can zoom into both these images. I didn't spend an absurd amount of time on either of them to be able to compare them like by like, but at the end of the day, from a rendering point of view, from a photorealistic point of view, from an editing point of view, the images produced out of Unreal Engine 5 are still miles apart from what Twinmotion can produce. So to wrap this video up, it isn't going to be a long one at all today. Twinmotion or Unreal Engine 5? Well, personally, I think Unreal Engine 5 is able to produce some incredible renders. It might even be able to produce some of the best architectural renders I've ever seen. Probably not by me, probably by somebody a lot more experienced in Unreal Engine than I am. For me personally, I'll probably stick to Twinmotion for a little while longer just because it is a significantly easier and less time-consuming product, and then outsource or work with a professional who knows Unreal Engine 5 significantly better to be able to produce those photorealistic renders when the time is required. For you, on the other hand, if you're looking to start in one of these two softwares, personally, my recommendation would be start with Unreal Engine 5. Yes, it's got a steep learning curve. Yes, it's going to take you weeks, if not months, to be able to understand the basics and fundamental criteria to be able to produce a half-decent render on Unreal Engine, but those skills are going to be transferable further in life. You're going to be able to do a lot more with that rendering quality, and you're most likely even going to be able to make a career out of it if that's something that you're looking for. So between the two softwares, yes, Twinmotion, phenomenal, can produce half-decent results, but Unreal Engine 5 has just stepped it up a notch. Anyway, that's all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button down below and don't forget about the subscribe button. Now, like always, I'll see you next Monday.